new fastest lap for Bok, 20.8. Pit lane speed limit is 56 kilometers per hour. The pit exit is clear, push now. Fastest lap for Bok, 20.4. That's a new fastest lap for Bok, 20.4. The leader has just done a 20.6.
.07.
That's the end of the session, P5. Pit exit's clear, stay behind the white line. Okay Zoltan, we've got 2 laps to get the job done. The leader has just done a 20.3.
Green, green, green. Here comes your first time left. One more lap.
10th position.
737.
The leader's just done a 20.3. P11, you're now 0.4 off the pace. That was a 20.7. That's the end of the session, P13.
Alright, man, line up on the inside row. Pit road is closed.
"15 minutes, you really need to get on with it. The track temp is 46 Celsius. Follow car number 16 in the inside column.
Catch the A car. Catch the 1 car. Catch the 2 car. Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Get ready.
Okay, Zoltan, are you ready? Watch for the lights. Go, go, go!
Green, green, green.
15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go.
.63.
The leader has just done a 20.4.
21.074. 20.879.
Car outside.
Stay
Still
low,
there.
there's a car on the high side.
Clear high.
You're clear high, clear high.
P13.
That
lap time was 20.9. Good lap. That's your quickest today. The guy behind has just done a 20.5. The car in front's lap time is a 20.4. You've just done a 20.6. That last lap was a 20.7. That lap was a 20.7. That lap was a 20.6. The gap ahead is now 1.1 seconds. Your lap time was 20.9. The gap behind is now 1.6. That lap time was 20.7. The gap behind is now 4.1. Okay, Zoltan, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. The gap in front is now 1.8 seconds. There's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
20.757. Have a slow car on the bottom. Go high.
The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now 0.8.
20.802. Have a slow car on the bottom, slow car down low. 20.678. Slow car down low. Go high.
Alright, Zoltan, halfway home, fuel's good. Inside.
Got one inside. Stay high.
Clear low.
All clear, all clear.
Car low.
Got one inside.
Still there. Clear low.
All clear, all clear. 21.992.
P11, the lap time was at 22.0.
.918.
P10.
You're digging, man. You're in top 10. .21.008.
You've just done a 20.7.
.837.
That was 20.6. Your last lap time was at 20.7. P10. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
.737.
That lap was at 20.7.
.728. .689. .794.
You've just done a 20.7. Your lap time was at 20.0. Come on, Zoltan. Push, push, push. We can catch this car.
got a car stopped ahead. You got one inside. Still there. Go high.
Clear inside.
All clear. 21.419. Slow car down low. 20.
Your lap time was 21.2.
8.
The gap in front is now 3.2.
Have a slow car on the bottom. 20.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 3.7 seconds. You've just done a 20.6. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
.692.
8th place. That lap was a 20.8. There's a car rejoining in front.
20.778. Go low.
Car inside.
1.341. Yeah, one
Inside to
inside.
clear. Car inside.
Clear low,
Clear low.
Clear low, clear low. Go low. You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go. 22.
One more lap to go.
291.
P8. That's the end of the race. Never mind.
There's the checker. There you go, man. Good job, driver.
Hey everyone, welcome to USA International. We'll watch a lap in the USF 2000 at full speed first up. We'll go over it in a little bit more detail shortly after. Alrighty, USA International. So quite a small, short track. Initially just looking subconsciously, I guess, for the traffic signal on the right there. It is roughly at that point. You can see just a little bit before it actually. We're turning in flat, and you can see it's quite a digital sort of drop of throttle. Really, we couldn't get out of the throttle any quicker if we tried. The fact that there's any angle there whatsoever is just the time it takes for the pedal to return to zero. You can see just really, really small amounts of trailing brake. I think we've been here previously where we were running brake bias as rearward as possible. It's pretty rearward this time, but not all the way back. Definitely don't seem to need as much assistance from the brake pedal into these turns. The car sort of naturally turns a little bit better. Just feels a little bit more under control than it has in previous seasons. So yeah, just getting out of the throttle very quickly, but obviously with quite a bit of steering input already applied. So we're already kind of at about 15 degrees input, and our turn-in has definitely started well and truly by this point. So it's not until now, really just at the traffic signal, as the nose kind of becomes equal with it, that we drop out of throttle entirely. And yeah, as mentioned, there's just that little tiny amount of trailing brake. Now that amount there, that's very small. I'm not really sure that's doing a huge amount. That may be just a bit of a placebo effect. Just the left foot really just leaning on the pedal almost and trying to coax the car. It's probably doing something, but it would be quite minimal. So don't sort of hold yourself ransom if you're not doing that. It's not something you need to lose a lot of time focusing on. The line through here is more important, and probably your throttle control, if anything, is more important than your brake control through here. That said, we are quite abrupt with our drop, and you can see it's borderline a late apex. We're coming down to that low line probably from the midpoint rather than just before it. And you can see we're really just managing the rear end around the rest of that turn. So we'll look at that again from the external view. So really up close against the wall, turning in, lifting out slightly after turn in. You can see we're probably at mid-corner now, and we're still coming down to the low line. So yeah, I would say that is a fairly late apex, and just managing the rear end, just really, look, we want the rear end to kind of be a little bit loose in order to help with our rotation. Obviously, we can't quite, I mean, you can get all the rotation from the front end, but it does help if the rear end, just by being a little bit loose, does help out a little bit. And just going back to sort of mid-corner, we'll go back to the cockpit view. The way we get back into the throttle is almost digital, but there's just a slight amount of progression there. And you can see from about the 2/3 point of the corner, we do start to blend away from that low line, and of course using all of the width of the road on exit. Now this is a little bit of a tricky one. This cutaway here, it's so easy to actually kind of blend over to the right because you sort of lose the reference of running parallel to the wall. I've clambered that wall a bunch of times, as I'm sure a lot of people have, probably real drivers as well. But yeah, we obviously just need to make sure we're not doing that. Again, we've got this traffic signal on the right. This time we're turning in once we clear it. So again, we're turning in flat and turning in just as we clear it. And I'll put that onto the next sector. And then again, just sort of dropping into that low line, dropping out of full throttle in one motion just after our turn-in point. A little bit more of a symmetrical corner, this one perhaps. I'm not sure if that was just this lap or not, but I mean, although on paper this track looks sort of, looking at above, it looks like a mirror image of itself. It looks like turns 3 and 4 are the same as 1 and 2. They're very different. It's subtle, but there is differences. Here I suppose we are still coming in for a slightly late apex, but we do get down to that apex, it seems, a little bit sooner here, and you can see we're much more progressive with our throttle input. So really just getting into full throttle probably from just before the mid-corner point. It's hard to tell. And then just staying down at that low line for a little bit longer, and then, of course, just allowing the car to blend up to the full